Hi, I'm Keiko and I'm going to show you how to knead a felt these Easter eggs today. Okay, so to make these felted eggs, to felt them a little quicker, I'm going to use pom-poms. Yeah, I'm going to use pom-poms. And I have about 2 to 3 grams of just like 0.07 ounces. So it's a really little bit of core wool and some locks, Suri alpaca locks, since that's what I have. But you can really use anything that's fun and colorful. Okay, so just so you know rough size, this is about squished about 2 inches. And you can use, and that's what I used to make this slightly larger egg, and then the small one I used the smaller pom-pom. So you can do it the regular way with all wool, but this kind of makes it a little quicker. So I've got a little piece of wool, and to make the bottom of the egg a little bigger, and eggs come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes, so it doesn't have to be exact, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to make it a little bigger on the bottom. So I folded it a little bit to give it extra thickness. I'm gonna put my little pom-pom here, and you can get that pretty much at any craft store, or you can just, use wool. You can do it either way. So all I'm going to do, can you see? Yeah, is roll it up like this. Okay, so far so good. Okay, going to take my felting needle, and I'm just going to poke this here to kind of hold it in place. Okay. So that gives me a little tube, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the bigger end first. So my bigger end looks like this, and I'm just gonna poke it in like so, just like that. Okay, that's it for right now. Okay, and then for the pointy side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go at an angle a little bit, just so that it kind of stays together. And it's totally okay if you can see the pom-pom color, because we're going to cover it with the Suri locks or any other colors. Okay, there. And I'm just going to keep tapping that in. Okay, so I got my basic little bit. Okay, so from here I'm going to do a little more shaping. So just kind of poking, and wherever you poke, it's going to kind of tighten the wool and make it smaller, and you're going to be able to shape it, so you can kind of almost see as I poke it's getting smaller and shaped a certain way. So okay, so I like how that's coming together. So you just kind of keep poking away, and you can also sort of rub it in your hand if you don't like the shape. Okay. So now I'm going to tighten the whole egg sort of all around. And since we will be covering this all up, you don't really have to worry too much. So just get the basic shape that you're happy with. Yeah. So poke, 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 poke. It's very relaxing, actually. Keep doing this for a while. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. You could do it even longer if you want, but I've got a little egg shape like this, and as I add more to it, I can keep shaping it even better. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take some Suri locks, since I have Suri alpacas. So I have these, and I think I dyed these with just Kool-Aid, the ones without the sugar. So I just put some water and a little packet of Kool-Aid in the Ziploc, and then put some of the Suri locks in there, and then I microwaved it to kind of heat it up, and then once that was set, you just wash it wash it and dry it, and then you get your pretty little locks. Okay, so what I'm doing here, so that it's not too messy, I'm just kind of twisting it a little bit to make it a little easier to manage. And if you just have like regular merino wool in different colors, you can just, you know, poke it right in, make it however you want. You can put little dots and decorate it. Yeah. Or if you wanted to dye this wool, the white one here, you could just dye that in Kool-Aid and just have solid colors and then add different color wool to it to decorate. So here. And so I'm just going to attach it first, and then I'm going to go back and sort of tidy it up. So I'm going to go with a pink now. Okay, so just poking. So you get the idea, right? You just keep attaching and adding. And if it's not like poking in really well, you can always try like a different gauge needle. So these barbed, these felting needles come in different gauges. The 38 is your mostly all-purpose. And you've got 36 gauge, which is for more coarse stuff, and then you've got like the 40 gauge, which is for the finer fiber. So sometimes, you know, you don't always know how fine the fiber is, so you can always just have a few on hand and try different needles and just sort of play around and see if it goes in better. Oh, cute. Okay. So I love pink, so I'm just going to keep going with pink. So you just keep on going. Yeah. Oops, can you see? Sorry. There. So these are all nicely textured, and you can see how like the colors and stuff underneath you can't really see anymore. So just gonna keep going. Okay. Oh, am I going off center? Hopefully you can see everything I'm doing. Okay. All right. So I raise a few different breeds of chickens. I used to have like, oh my goodness, a lot. And you can, the ones with like the white earlobes actually lay like the white eggs, and then the ones with the red earlobes lay the brown ones. But I have these, they're called Easter eggers or Americanas, and they lay blue-green eggs, and I can't remember what color their earlobes are, but it's really cool. And right now I have Bantam Americanas, so they lay these small blue-green eggs, which are so pretty. Okay, so you can still see what I'm doing. So I'm using also about 2 to 3 grams, or about that 0.07 ounces of the Suri alpaca lock. So it really doesn't take much to do this little project. Oh, and it's coming together. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going with the blue or green. Green. And if you want to add more texture, you can always sort of spin it around your finger, and see that? You can kind of twist it around. Okay, so just keep going. There. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause and then finish up the egg, and then I'll come back and show you the rest. Okay, so I finished up adding all the little locks, and it currently looks like a little hairy monster. But now what I'm gonna do is basically just sort of keep poking it down until I tighten it up a little bit to how I like it. So if you like it fluffier and more textured, you can kind of keep it like that. But if you want it more tight, you just kind of poke away so you can see how it's already getting a little tighter and things are attaching better. So there. Okay, so that side's looking a little bit better, and see how that side's hairy, and then when I spend more time, see how it gets tighter. And I don't know, I like that, but this is kind of fun too. So yeah, that's all there is to it, and you can just keep making a bunch of these eggs and have fun with them. Enjoy! Bye!